Hey friends, today we are talking about Holy Grail products that I plan to restock during the Sephora Savings Event. I've got 15 to share with you. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, let's start with skincare. I've got 2 skincare products to share with you, and they're both from this brand. This is the brand DIEUX. This is the Instant Angel Lipid Rich Facial Moisturizer. It is a fragrance-free moisturizer. You can see that I am almost done with this tube, and this is probably my 3rd one that I've purchased. I love it. This would be a moisturizer if I were still doing makeup. This would be what I would pack in my kit because I think it's just great for, it's just a general great moisturizer that I think works for all skin types. Whether you're dry, it's going to give you a lot of hydration and moisture. And if you're oily, it's not heavy or rich or sticky feeling. It really preps the skin beautifully for makeup. I do think this is something you can use day and night. I do prefer to use something a little richer at night, but if you are someone that just likes to have minimal products in your routine, this is one that I think could cover you both day and night. It's fantastic, and it's fragrance free, which we love for skin. And it's a pretty great price point. I think full price it's around the $40 mark, maybe give or take a few bucks. So then you tack on your discount on top of that, and you've got a really accessible price point for skincare. So good. I also plan to repurchase their hydrating gel cream. This is their Air Angel. Let me show you the consistency of this. This is a gel cream, so I think this is really great for your morning skin prep, makeup prep. You could look at this as an alternative to a primer for your makeup. So the way that I would use these two together is I would start with this first on the skin, and then I would go in with the moisturizer on top. If I've applied my moisturizers and my skincare prep in the morning, and then let's say a couple hours pass and I'm finally doing my makeup, this would be something that I would go in to replump and prime the skin for makeup. It's very nice. It's a lightweight gel moisturizer. If you have really oily skin, I think you might really love this as your moisturizer alone. It's nice, lightweight, gives the skin a bit of a dewy glow. I mean, this obviously is freshly applied, so it hasn't dried down yet, but it's just beautiful and it wears well under makeup. So these two I plan to pick up. I still have a good amount of this. I probably don't need to restock this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as you can see, I am out of this. Let's talk about my mascara and my eye products. Any guesses on which mascara I will be restocking? I know that's a tough one, right? I'm definitely gonna grab probably 2 tubes of the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I go through this like candy. I can't even tell you how many of these I have. I have these all over my house. I've probably got 3 inside my house, probably 2 or 3 here in my studio. I love this mascara. In my opinion, this is just the greatest of all time mascara. And I feel like I'm so repetitive. You probably are sick of me talking about this mascara, but it gives length, it gives volume, it fans out the lashes. The lashes have a really beautiful, wispy, kind of full look to them. I love it. I also plan on getting the YSL Lash Latex Mascara. I'm gonna pick another one of these up too. I'm gonna restock both of these. Very different, very, very different. If I had to pick one, like if you made me pick one and only recommend one, I would stick with this one, but I'm really loving this one too. This one gives kind of dramatic, full, thick lashes, and the wand really coats and separates every single lash. So I'm gonna grab these 2 during the Sephora Savings Event. Definitely restocking my brow products because I use these every single day. This is something that does not change. I'll change my lipstick, I'll change my foundation, I'll change my concealer, I'll change pretty much everything else that I wear, but these 2 products I wear every day. So I'm gonna grab more. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I wear the shade 3.5. This has a little fine tip to it, and I like it because I can draw brow hairs in really easily. I can really create the look of brow hairs because of how precise this little pencil is. It's got good pigment, so you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it, so you can get a really pretty soft, natural looking brow. And then I will go in and fluff up my brows and tame them with the brow wax, the Precisely My Brow Wax, and I wear the shade 2. I discovered this, I wanna say last year, and this has just become my go-to like a gel wax. It's named a wax, it's described as a wax, but it comes in like a gel applicator, right? These little mascara containers, but it's waxy in the sense that if you continue to build this and you add a few layers, you notice that it takes a very wax-like approach to the hair. You see the wax. It's almost like if you had a little pomade and used a brush. That's kind of what it looks like, but it still gives volume. So it's got great hold, gives volume. It has a little color to it. I like to use 3.5 for my pencil and 2 for my gel. I like to go darker and then lighter with the gel just to kind of do the same thing I do with my hair, which is highlights. As you can see, I've got darker pieces, lighter pieces, and I think that this really gives that same look to the brows. Okay, guys, I always pick up another one of the Fenty Beauty Flypencils in the shade Puppy Eyes. Look at how pretty this color is. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It's a metallic shade, but I don't want that to scare you because I didn't even realize it was metallic until I went to go grab a link for this one time. And then I was like, oh, they're describing it as metallic. It's more kind of shimmery to me, but it's this beautiful bronze. Do you see how pretty that is? I love this because it's dark enough to give definition on the upper lash line, but it's also soft and enough to work on the lower lash line. And because it has that shimmer, it just gives a really soft look to the eye. If you have any green or amber in your eye or blue is in your eye, this is so beautiful. I love it. And it's soft and creamy, but it stays all day. Okay, we are gonna talk about the Makeup by Mario cream shadow in the shade Mauve. I wear this all the time. I definitely change my eye makeup. I'm not wearing this every single day, but of any eyeshadow that I wear, this I wear more than anything else. And I do feel like I go through these pretty quickly. Perhaps it's because I use them so often, but I also think just the amount of product that you get and the application, I feel like I have to replace these more frequently. So I love this formula. I do not recommend this if you have dry skin because it is very drying. And I like that because I live in Texas and it's humid and it's hot and it lasts all day and I don't have to worry about it creasing. But if you are in a drier climate or you have dry skin, I've heard a lot of complaints that people say it's too drying. So be aware of that. I also want to say that with this product, less is more. You very much want to shear this out. I just do a little swipe on the lash line and then I shear it out with a brush. If you layer and layer this and you don't fully shear it out, when this dries, it dries. So I think that might also be lending to why people don't love this product, is just maybe perhaps an incorrect use or over application. I love it in the shade Mauve. That's my favorite. I also love it in the shade Taupe, Sandstone. Okay, I'm gonna share this in here because I actually don't think I'm gonna buy another one because I don't think I need one quite yet. I still have plenty to go in here, but as you can see, this is a well-loved bronzer. I use this all the time. This is the DIOR Forever Powder Bronzer. This is the shade 10 Soft Matte. I love the color of this. It's a nice, light, warm shade that really gives you that, like, you just got back from a beach vacation glow to your skin. I also love the formula. It's this silky, kind of velvety texture. It just applies so beautifully on the skin. Let's go and apply a little bit. I mean, obviously we have some makeup on today, but we're gonna go in with the 112, and I'm just gonna kind of refresh my bronzer. It's just a really beautiful, soft powder bronzer. So easy to apply. It's like an enjoyable process. I love applying this because you just instantly see your skin improve and it's smoothing. I also will use this on the eyes. Sometimes I will just sweep a little bit on my lid if I want a really simple, basic look and I don't want to wear a lot of products. But I think I'm going to skip it because I do think this will get me through until the next Sephora Savings Event in the holidays. I feel like I still have a good 6 months out of this, but I wanted to share it because if you are looking for a good powder bronzer, this is one I will definitely repurchase again and again. Okay, let's talk about hair products. I have 3 Oribe products that I will be restocking. First up is the Invisible Defense. I have used this product for years. In fact, I've used all of the products I'm going to be sharing with you for years. This is the heat protectant. So the way that I like to use this product is when I get out of the shower and I have wet hair, if I've just washed my hair, I will spray this. I'll kind of section off my hair and spray it in sections, and then I will go and blow dry my hair. I also use this on dry hair, like when my hair is, when I'm not washing it and maybe I'm going to go in with a curling iron or a flat iron, or even my Dyson Airstraight. I will spray this on the hair and then I will go in with my heat product. It's basically just a heat protectant. Use it before you put heat on your hair. I love this product. It's very lightweight too. It doesn't feel heavy on the hair, and I still get like 4 to 5 days between my washes. Love it. Also, the Royal Blowout. Now, this is a product I've used for years. This is a pricey guy. I think he's around $70. I know, and that's crazy for a hair product. This is a very lightweight oil that you spray onto your hair right before you blow dry it. It accelerates the blow dry time, so it cuts down some of your blow dry time, and it makes your hair look so silky and so smooth. And I am restocking this because I'm almost out of it, and this is definitely one that I like to get when I can get a discount because I can save like almost $15 off of it. Okay, the anti-humidity spray from Oribe. I actually don't think I'm going to restock this. I think I have an unopened box in my bathroom. It's an anti-humidity spray, and it has very, very, very light hold. So if you want to like tame some flyaways at the root of your hair or control humidity is what it's for, you can spray this all over the hair. I use this every time I style my hair. One, I live in a humid climate, so that's a good reason, but I also use this in lieu of hairspray. I really love this. Paul loves this too because it kind of keeps his hair in place, but it's not a heavy product that he's using on his hair. This is a really, really great one. Okay, let's wrap up this video with a few lip products. The Makeup by Mario Rich Mauve. I know that this is still a full-size pencil and I do not need to restock it, but I am going to grab a second one because this is the only one that I have, and I cannot tell you how many times like I've been here in my studio filming and I realized that I left this in my house, or I realized that it's in my purse and I have to always go and hunt this guy down. So I'm going to pick up another one of these. It's what I have on the lips today. I love the formula of his lip pencils. They're just very pigmented and creamy, and I love this color. I think this is just the perfect color. For the longest time for me, it was the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium 2 that was like my go-to lip liner. You probably remember, I couldn't stop talking about that all of last year. Now this has replaced it. This is my go-to lip liner. I also love that this has a brush on the other side of it. So I will use this to smudge the lip pencil on my lips and kind of, you know, just smear it out all over the lips to work as a good base, or just to soften a lip liner. And the brush is really good. So highly recommend his liners, and particularly this color. Okay, there are 3 lip products that I'm going to be picking up again because I love them so much and I wear them all the time. First, the YSL Handy Glaze lipstick in the shade 13. We know this. We know I love this. I've been talking about this for probably 2 years. I always buy this during the Sephora Savings Event. It's a lipstick slash balm slash gloss. It gives a lot of shine, but it's not sticky or glossy like a gloss. So I want to take that back. It's not really like a gloss. It's just a really shiny, shiny lipstick, and it has a balm-like texture. It's very, very soft. I love this color. This color is just a really pretty, like apricot peachy color. I feel like this is beautiful to wear when I have makeup on, but even if I'm wearing just a little tinted SPF, little eye makeup or no eye makeup, this just gives my face a little bit of color. You can deepen this with a lip liner like I did. If I were to wear this by itself, I would have a different look than I have now. It's just beautiful and it's buildable. I can keep this really sheer, or I can build it up and get great color. I love this. The only thing I will mention about this is it's a very soft formula. So the first time you use it, you can kind of swipe it on the lips. But as time goes on, the stick kind of wears down, or summertime comes around and it's hot and the product is heated up. If you swipe it back and forth on your lips, you're likely to get too much on the lips, or chunks of it that will like fall off and land on your lips. So I like to go in and kind of blot it on the lips whenever I can tell that the stick is a little soft and vulnerable. Okay, this is a good one. The other 2 products I have are also like lipstick balms. So I have this thing for lipstick balms. I think it's because those are the ones that I wear the most. I have tons of lipsticks that I love, but the products that I'm putting on my lips every day, throughout the day, multiple times a day, are those lipstick type balms. And I love the Lancome Butter Glow. You can see that I've kind of gotten a good use out of this one. And these are beautiful. They are in a lipstick bullet, but they are like little balms. You can see that they're pretty sheer. They feel so good on the lips. They have some shine. And this is something that you can build up, which I love, because if I want more color, I can get more color. This is what I throw on before I leave the house if I'm going to the gym or I'm just going to the grocery store, whatever. Like, my lips are dry, there's nothing on them. I don't want to take the time to put a liner and a lipstick on or a gloss. I just want to grab something, I don't need a mirror, and I want to put it on my lips. And I want to know that my lips have some color and they feel hydrated, and that's what I go to, this one. And then the last product I have, I can pretty much say everything I said about this, I can say about this, except the color is less. This is not necessarily like a real colored lip product, but in terms of like that buttery feeling, you throw it on, you don't have to pay attention or look in a mirror. It hydrates the lips, it adds some shine. I definitely need to replace this one. This one is almost gone. It looks really pink, but it actually kind of goes, it kind of morphs, I feel like. It morphs on your lips and takes shape to like your skin tone. Like, it looks different on different people. This is so buttery. When you get a brand new tube at first and you apply it, you're like, huh, this isn't that special. As you wear this a few times, it becomes the most like, comfortable, buttery lip balm. And you can't really appreciate it now because I have lip color on, but when I put this over bare lips, my bare lip color, it just enhances my lip color in the most beautiful way. It slightly changes it, but it looks very natural. It looks like my natural lip color. These are very nice. I love this formula. I bought it in several other shades, like this one. This is the 07 Raspberry, so these are supposed to have more color, and I just prefer the original. I prefer the original over all the ones with color, so that's just my 2 cents, but I'm definitely going to restock this one because this is also just like the YSL. I'm always looking for it. Which purse did I put it in? And it's good. It's pricey, but it's good. So those are my holy grails that I'm always restocking during the Sephora Savings Event. I would love to know, what are yours? Drop a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.